Marianah Lourens met Kuns en Vermaak. Yes, it is art and entertainment with Marianah Lourens, and I am once again here in the green room inside the little theatre, and we are having some noises that you may hear, some open and shut gates and so on. But I have two amazing people, and they make the most amazing sounds, I know, because I heard them. First, let me say ladies first. So
Yes.
I've got Luleka, and Luleka, you are Mabaso.
Yes.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yes,
And
you are.
what do they call you?
They call me Luleka or Lulu.
Do they call you Lulu?
Yes, they do.
I was sure that they would call you Lulu, yes. Because it's so much easier than remembering Luleka. And then you think, Lukela. No. So Lulu, and I have Jabulile. And I'm sure you become Jabu.
That's what my parents
Even if you
named
don't like it.
Yeah, that's what my parents named me.
Of course.
But I am the Chordmaster.
The Chordmaster. Is that what your name means? Jabulile? Does that mean the Chordmaster? No, not exactly. You gave yourself the Chordmaster edition.
I didn't give myself the Chordmaster, but it's what I am.
I know
But
you are.
yeah, Jabulile, it simply means that I bring joy. When I'm around you, there's some sort of joy, happiness.
Okay, because that's what Jabula means.
Yes.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
Jabula means joy and happiness and so on. And it's Ngowebu or Ngowebu.
It's Ngowebu.
Ngowebu.
But yeah, originally it's Ngowebu.
So I said it right the first time.
Yeah, you said it right the first time.
Okay, but we're not going to go by the surnames. We're going Jabu and Lulu.
Yes.
And why I'm saying they make the most amazing noises, because you're on keyboards and you probably sing as well.
I'm on keyboard, I'm on other
And
instruments
vocals.
as well.
Yeah.
And I'm also on vocals.
But Lulu, she's the opera singer.
Yes.
The top notes. The top note opera singer. So you have had your show, which was postponed in the Savoy, and you had it at a later date, but nevertheless, it happened. So what can we look forward to? Because all these opera singing shows are so amazing. I mean, I've been to two of them at the Savoy, right? We've had two. We've had two, and I've been to both of them, and it was so wonderful. Let me just ask you about this last one. It was called The Mother's Love.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about the story.
Okay, a mother's love basically shows how a mother would always support their children, no matter what. Even if she doesn't know what the aims, what the goals, and the outcomes of those goals will be, or of their children. So the story highlights how the son wanted to pursue music, and then the father is so hot-headed. Yeah, it doesn't.
Because you have to become something.
Yeah, maybe a doctor or something. Yes.
Qualified for a real job.
For a real job. But the mother didn't like that. Although she didn't know that whatever he does with music, the son, whatever it does with music, where will it end?
She just wanted the son to be happy.
Just the son to be happy.
Yes. How many people are in the cars?
Two.
So you're going to do this again in other venues, or are you looking forward to touring or something like that?
Yeah, on our tours we'll obviously bring also the same storyline, and also online there will be an online show for people that are quite far.
Online. Okay, well, before we say goodbye today, we'll tell them exactly where to find it online. Yes. So, Jabu, you've now spoken a lot, and I'm going to ask Lulu, where did opera singing begin for you? Because look, you don't, when you're 5 years old, know that you're going to be an opera singer, or that you even have the voice for it, because not everybody can do opera.
No, it all started in high school, at Cowan High School, and at the baton of Mr. Dokum Kondo. That's where I learned how to sing opera and the whole production, how to do the stage, how to portray the character. You see, so I all learned that in the high school.
And of course, the operas that we have, the old operas, the classics, we have them, and they all have stories and characters. But the whole thing is that when did they realize that you actually have got this opera voice?
I think everything began at high school. that's where everything
Because you always
made
like
sense.
to sing.
Yes, I did always like to sing, but it made sense at my high school levels. And then I went out and sing to other local choirs. So you
were in primary school in some choirs?
Yes, I was. At Molefe High School. I did sing there. I was also a soprano there, young soprano there.
Because then you're just a soprano at first.
Yes. I started as a soprano. Now that I'm growing up and the voice is getting like bigger and bigger, you see.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, so that's how it just evolved for you.
Yes.
And did you ever leave PE?
Yes, I did. I think after my high school, 2007, I went to Pretoria. I was invited there by Mr. Paul Madibeng. He started a group there. I didn't go on with my music studies. I just did
You were
music.
getting the real job?
Yes, yes.
What were you studying?
I did music at high school.
Oh, you did?
So I didn't, I didn't go further like to varsity and all that, yes.
So you were working in a real job?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
I was just doing opera.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, but I mean, didn't you do anything did you earn enough money? I mean, did you make enough money to survive?
At that time, because
Victoria.
I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. Just like now, I need a real job, so I have to make more money.
Okay, but then you were just you and yourself alone, and you could stay somewhere in a commune or something.
My aunt was there, fortunately.
You could stay with your aunt. and so you were able to do opera because Pretoria is my hometown.
Yes.
So
I was in Valhalla.
The little theatre there, what is it called?
The State Theatre. I went to do the auditions there.
And then there's another one that's a smaller one. But there's so many theatres in Pretoria, actually. Yes. But the State Theatre is the big one.
Yes.
And of course, that's where all the operas are staged.
Yes.
On stage. So, and I remember even when I was a child seeing operas in the City Hall because they've got the organ pipes.
Pipe
organs and stuff like that. So that's wonderful. And Jabu, you the pianist, keyboard whiz. And that, of course, you need to know your chords, eh? And that's why you're the Chordmaster.
You need to know your stuff very well.
Yes. So, but how did you get into music?
I was born into a very musical family.
Oh, you were blessed.
Yes, both parents.
And were they doing lots of...
Yes, very much. But they are both into gospel music.
Fabulous. Why not?
I was born with 3 brothers. I'm the youngest. So the firstborn is more into jazz. The secondborn is more into classic choral. So
you had to make a choice.
I had to make a choice. There's gospel, and the jazz one is also into those R&B, those souls. But what my 2 brothers did, they always went out. They learned something. They bring it in the house. They teach me. So I'm more of their student.
You're the family student because you were the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
You had more to learn. And your parents?
Same with them. Whatever.
What do they do? Do they sing? They
sing. My father plays a lot of instruments. I can't even count.
Yes.
My mother does play a few. So,
to me, it's always so amazing to see the people just playing instruments and then they sing as well. And they put the one down and they pick up the other one.
Yes. And the most skill that I would say that I've learned from my father is learning everything myself. Because the only instrument that he was taught by a friend, it's only guitar. But whatever he learned on that guitar, he figured a way to transcribe it to piano, to drums, to bass guitar.
Okay, but now, did any of your parents have musical theory?
Not
did they
at all.
study? Not at all, because that's a gift. Those are gifts from God. When you can play by ear and you can play from one instrument to another. Yes, totally.
So with the brother, one of my brothers who does classic and choral, he is the one that instilled the basic theory on me.
Okay.
So that's how...
So did he learn music theory?
From
your
school.
brother?
Yeah,
from school.
So he went to school and learned something and
came to you. And did you then study music as well?
I didn't want to study
Not
music
really,
because I didn't feel like
you
studying
didn't have
music because everything was brought to me in a silver platter. So
You got it. And the
But
whole
I
thing
did.
is you picked it up because not everybody can pick it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
do
later
you
on I
play
did.
an instrument?
No, I only
No,
do the
just the voice. You
Yes.
see, for us now who can't play instruments, we admire people
Yes.
who play one instrument, two instruments, three instruments, and not knowing how many instruments your dad plays even. That is wonderful. So when you were in school, you were encouraged to get a real job and to study. How did you feel about that?
Yes, I was encouraged to get a real job. I would say the main reason is that my father has been an artist for the longest time. So it was hard to survive for them. So they had to have other income streams. And one thing also, my father is so business-minded. So he influenced me to also look at other options rather not stay
You think a bit wider.
Yes. If I can use whatever skill with my hands, maybe plumbing or whatever, it always enforced that skill.
Because if any sort of orchestra or a band, if they need someone on keyboard, there you are.
There we are.
You can do it, and then you can play some other instruments.
as
So
well.
which instruments all do you play?
At home, I learned keyboard, drums, bass, guitar, and then the acoustic guitar. I myself has added flute, and I was currently learning a saxophone.
Okay.
Oh, I also did learn trumpet, but
So
not
trumpet, saxophone.
not deep.
Do
but
we even know the difference? I mean, really?
not deep. And what my father taught me the most is that whatever instrument you touch, whether you don't know it, you must have the basic music theory to learn that instrument within 30 minutes or within an hour. So if I've never seen a cello, you give me a cello,
You play.
just give me an hour.
And you
I can
work
stage
it out, you figure it out.
I can stage after I
Yeah,
see it.
just because of the skills that your dad imparted to you. Now, who taught your dad?
His friend.
He had a
he's
musical
late now.
friend.
Yeah, he had a musical friend. He's late now.
He's late now. Yes. And your mom?
My mom was taught by my dad. My
Okay.
mother could only sing, so they met in a church choir.
Of course,
Yeah.
lots of people, I mean,
Yeah.
they pick up their music, their passion for music in Sunday school when they thought, because, my granny forced me to be in the Sunday school choir, or my parents insisted I be in the church choir, whatever. I have had so many people tell me that. And so your family, I mean, if you grow up in church and with gospel and with choral, church choral music. I mean, you become so versatile.
Yes. You become so versatile.
Yeah, you become very versatile. And so you've only got brothers.
Yes, I've only got brothers, only cousins, sisters.
Okay, you've got cousin sisters.
You
at least.
overpower my mom.
And are any of them musical?
Just a bit.
They admire you.
Just a bit. They try.
They try, but they don't have.
Yeah,
you see, that's what I'm saying. You must thank God for your talent because it's really, really from God. And do you have brothers and sisters?
I do have a sister from my mother's side. It's only one. I'm the oldest. And then on my father's side, I do have sisters and brothers. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm the only one who can sing, fortunately for me.
Did you get it from your mom? Do you think? You think?
She can't even sing.
Any of your...
I think my aunt, only my aunt who can sing from my father's
she doesn't
side.
sing opera.
No, she doesn't.
But she sings in the church choir. Yes, of course.
So I'm the only one I introduced them to opera music. I was the first and I think I'm their last because no one can do opera. Oh my goodness.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. Not everyone can do the opera.
Yes.
And when you sing, do you also sing opera with them? Or are you more...
I'm a crossover singer from jazz, R&B.
And harmonizing and stuff like that.
Yeah, more on the harmony side.
Because when you sing an instrument, you can do vocal and you can join in. You don't have to be the main singer. Like
main
in opera, you have to lead. Yeah, very much, especially if you have a character.
Yes.
So now we don't have too much time left, so we're going to find out about the online, the Mother's Love piece that you're putting online. That is amazing. Where do they go? Do they go to YouTube? Do they go to TikTok? I don't know. I'm a granny. What do I know?
It will be on Quicket, the Quicket website.
Okay.
But
you mean the shows will be on Quicket
will be on
website?
Quicket, yes.
Okay.
But for dancer info, it's wiser to go to Facebook. You can search myself. If you search Chordmaster, you'll see me there. I'm the first Chordmaster. The others will follow.
They fall away.
And then you can also search our company page. That's Iphondo EC Opera. Iphondo Iphondo EC Opera. And then you get all the details.
So Iphondo, and it's Iphondo.
Yes.
So if you type that in, and then it's EC for Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape, yes.
And it's opera. And then you see all the upcoming shows, where to find this, where to find that. Or you can go to Facebook to Chordmaster, and immediately you see Jabulile coming up.
Yes.
Ngowebu.
Yes.
Ngowebu.
Yes.
Ngowebu. And he's, of course, just this guy who picks up everything and he just sings and plays, and he uses the talents God gave him. And I want to say blessings to both of you. And Lulu, with the opera, because we admire you. Because I just cannot sing even. I mean, I can be in a choir in a show, like one in the back row kind of thing, but I cannot sing. So people, I know I cannot sing.
I do offer lessons.
Eh?
I do offer lessons.
But so we do appreciate you, and of course I appreciate very much the opera shows, because not everybody can do that. And that the Savoy is actually going all out for the opera. It's so nice, and I'm saying thank you all the way to Rose and the Savoy, and just enjoy, what you do, wherever you take it further, and we're going to just enjoy it so much. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having us.
Be blessed as you go. Have you got any last word just to say?
Just want to say thank you for the support, and I hope they'll keep on following us to our shows.
Facebook,
yes.
And Chordmaster, yes. And what about you, Jabu? Last word?
It's only just to thank the people that have started supporting us and continuing supporting us. We really appreciate it. It's not that we don't notice. We notice each and every one.
And we actually will be saying, watch this space.
Yes.
So we'll have more news in future. So thank you so much. Now it's really time to say goodbye from Marianah Lourens in Art Entertainment. Ja, Marianah Lourens en Kuns en Vermaak wat nou groet met Arrivari.